Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers, the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they're 5-1 through 6 games and no NBA's most impressive teams here early in the season. Guys, let's talk about Nerlens Noel. Really made the most, which was actually, if you want to say, it was his second season.
Yeah, it really wasn't a rookie.
But it really, technically he was a rookie after sitting. So defensively, what do you think?
Yeah, but you know, when you sit down and watch for a year on an NBA bench, I think that was an incredible advantage for him as a defender because he changes a lot of.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Indiana Pacers today. Coming in off the road, the 76ers are back in Philadelphia for this game. And, of course, C.J. Miles. Even without him over the short term, they've really come together and are playing some pretty good basketball.
Kevin, I thought he was really an important player for them, undervalued and not given the credit he deserved. That's not to say the trade was a mistake, but I think they'll miss him more than you might expect.
You know, chemistry-wise, I agree with you, Clark, because he was a glue guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of held things together for them in a few areas, and so not having him around might take some getting used to.
Okafor gets the bucket.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Indiana, they've got Paul George. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner, and it's Johnson in at the 4. Here's Mack. Pick by Okafor. Gibson with the screen on Johnson. And Mack kicks to Gibson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Gibson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And now running it up the court, Matt pushing it up. Here's Harlan. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And here is Ellis. Last time, 14 points for him. Turner with the screen for Ellis. And the 3 off target.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Mack, the pass to Okafor. Kicks it to Mack. Outside Gibson. Lets the 3 fly, and there's 3 points. The long range shot is on target for Mack.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Here's George. And nothing is falling for him right now.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Here's Mack. 43 points out last game. He dishes it to Okafor. Again, Philadelphia.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
For Indiana, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Ellis with a screen on Jackson. Hill kicks to Ellis. Ripped away. To the inside. Here's Jackson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Jackson. Both free throws good from Jackson.
Hurricane O run. So.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
An excellent season. 8 rebounds and over 2.5 steals. And with his ability to put defensively.
Defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed. That's why he's the team's leading scorer.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ellis outside. Johnson the screen. Ellis outside. Here's George. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
That's a big basket. You don't want to let the game get away from you right off the bat.
The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Matt. He feeds it to Okafor. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Okafor's got 6.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Milwaukee.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win, because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Matt. 5 points in the game. Here's Okafor. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Okafor's got 8 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here's Matt. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Boy, I can score anytime I feel like it.
For Freak.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
George dishes to Johnson. No good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. Here's Matt.
Got it.
Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
Here's Matt. He's got 11. Outside Jackson. 17-foot shot on the way. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. And an
Dang, this score looks like Cleveland and damn the Warriors.
Double-digit advantage. 70.
This score looks like the Cleveland and Warriors.
And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto.
Almost like a soccer atmosphere. I don't know if you've been to a soccer game overseas, but they're just always cheering, rowdy, jumping up and down, waving towels. It's just a great atmosphere, you know, and it's inspirational just to watch the support we have, and it's something that you want to play for the country.
A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers, guys.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
The lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Robert Covington out there with Kendall Marshall. And it's Mack in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks put on a show. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game.
He killed him. Get ready for the kill session, baby.
He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through the monster. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. 76ers #1.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Marshall with it. He's guarded by Meeks. Here's Mack. Again, Philadelphia.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Stuckey's got his first bucket of the night.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Dishes it to Embiid. The pass to Mack. There's a screen by Noel. Mack, the pass to Noel. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. And the 76ers lead by 15. Pacers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. It's stolen. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Passes it to Marshall.
Yeah.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers.
I'm playing my career.
Make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's Marshall following the basket by Rodney Stuckey. Here's Mack. He's got 17. Back to Noel. Rebound.
Come on, Noel, dunk it,
And
baby.
typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Here's Mack. Pass to Noel. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Noel. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? 4th in points off turnovers. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
And go back to points off those turnovers.
Come on, man,
teams
pass
really
it.
get caught unprepared to deal with that blitzing style, that trapping, diving into passing lanes, and then running it down your throat in transition.
Pacers trail by 15. And Meeks kicks to Stuckey. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. To the left side wing. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And you look at some stats for Rodney Stuckey, how he performed last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence.
He's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully, this is a sign for the future.
Now here's Stuckey. He pinned their last win against Atlanta. And now running it up the court. Matt pushing it up.
One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Right, baby. Right.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Freak number 1.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year for him from behind the arc.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Johnson. Paul George comes in for Hill. Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And George Hill's subbed in for Jody Meeks. Now here's Ellis. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Here's Matt. Here's Okafor. 54 seconds left to play in the first half. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Here's George. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Matt dishes to Okafor. Robertson a screen on Hill. From down low. That's good. And that's now 19 points for Freak.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Turner with a screen on Robertson. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Ellis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Here's Robertson, and the shot is good.
There we go, baby. There we go.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. 76ers lead by 16. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if you give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm trying to keep the ball.
Well, thank you for your time, Kevin. We'll see what the rest of the league has to say about that.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Talk about a terrific game for the monster. He's got 19 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
On the court for Indiana, Paul George is out there with Johnson. Then there's Hill, then it's Ellis, and it's Turner in at the center. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Matt, defended by George. Shot's good by Gibson.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not
Now it's time to get down and dirty.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Indiana shooting their first free throw of the game right now. That one misses for Monte Ellis.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
It's stolen by Hill.
Wow, come on.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And it's George missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Okafor, the pass to Matt. Okafor with the screen on Ellis. And Matt kicks to Okafor. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot.
Kill him with that pick and roll, baby.
And Indiana called for the foul. For Philadelphia, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season. It's been a good night for Okafor. He's got 8 points and 1 assist.
And Okafor with the block. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Fires it up. Mac, good. Mac's got 21 in the game.
I'm going to drop 30 on his head. I can drop more, but I'm trying to get my boys in here.
Looking for a way to score here.
Yeah,
21 points,
getting the lid off the basket
10
so
assists.
far.
I'm trying to get this triple-double. I got to get rebounds.
Patience. Patience.
Some changes for Philadelphia.
Long
Nerlens
rebounds
Noel.
to the transition points. Make the defense move. And let's pass
The
it.
76ers leading by 20.
Great shot.
Here's Mac.
Let the game come to you.
That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Oh, my God.
Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Hill has the open look. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Here's Covington to the paint. It's tipped.
I was right in there the first time. What?
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And the basket by Hill.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
76ers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Matt dishes to Robertson. Pass to Noel.
I'm here in the paint. Come on, man.
Outside Jackson. 5 to shoot. Robertson passes to Noel. The rebound by Turner.
Goodness, you cannot
Turner's
save
got
your
his
damn
third rebound
life.
on the night.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the layup is good after a nice lead
Defensive
pass.
breakdown. I don't give a shit.
Turner's got 6.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Now, here's Meeks. D right on him. Now here's Turner. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Pacers have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Come on, asshole. Let's go.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers on top, leading by 17. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Matt, he's in at small forward. Taj Gibson is out there with Okafor. And there's Jackson. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Paul George with the steal. Here's Hill. Poke loose.
7 rebounds.
The 76ers leading by 17. Here's Matt.
Calling, folks. What the fuck is this? Hello?
Steve Raleigh and Pastor Kirsty Foley from the Ignite Youth Ministry. Hey, I'm Dale. I'm Kirsty. And I'm Christy. We're Bishop Bronner's kids, the youth leaders at Word of Faith Family Worship Cathedral.
What the hell was that? Calling post. Somebody, whoever had this phone must have been Christian or something.
It's tipped. They recover.
There's a lot of stuff about Calvary.
And that's about 10 points for Jahlil Okafor.
I don't know.
Indiana's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
Somebody must have been in the church.
Hill kicks for Ellis.
Member, so I don't know.
And Okafor with the
aggravating. That's what PCS
and now Philadelphia on the break.
With their aggravating, with their fucking,
and Jackson gets it to go.
Recycling
and the
numbers and shit.
76ers lead by 21.
Explain to me, why do phone companies never recycle? Why does Metro PCS?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Here's Matt. Paul George making his last shot. Okafor kicks to Jackson.
God, man, why don't y'all pass it when I call for the first damn
About
time?
a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now.
I want to get that triple.
Ellis draws the double. The dish to George. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 3 assists in the game.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Here's Matt. Launches a 3. The Pacers pull it in.
You can see it in his eyes. It became mano-mano. He wanted to return the favor with that 3, but just didn't get it to go.
And George gets it to go.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Matt. Paul George making his last shot. Feeds to Matt. To the paint. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Craig. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Right. And after his last game, you're really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Here's Matt, defended by George. Here's Matt. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Checks in for the 76ers. Indiana also making some changes.
They laugh
Turner comes in for a lift. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. Hill dishes to George. Off target with his 3.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. Got to play without foul.
Nice, keep it up.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pacers trail by 16. Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. Offensively, he wants them to work the ball around. He stressed the need to find good shots, not quick shots. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Stuckey.
What a block.
Now Jackson. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's the floater, and it's good on the layup. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Nobody near George. Matt grabs the miss. Max got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The feed to Gibson. Inside, Noel, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now.
One more rebound again for this
5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Here's Matt. Shoots it up. Again, Philadelphia.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter. That's good. 8 points for Nerlens Noel.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Simmons.
Here's Stuckey. There's 21 seconds left in the assist by Rodney Stuckey.
They've got some energy out on the floor.
In the game, though, we call this box score window dressing. All it's going to do.
The lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great guy.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
Computer won't shoot it when I say shoot it.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
why you still go all these passes. Or you can pass it, get cargo, or you can. That's the only way you'll get this. Sorry. What are you talking about? You got 13 assists, okay? That wasn't really anything good. You gotta back out. If they're not shooting, then how do I back out? There ain't no way. Yeah, you just said that. They break it. I know that Uncle first year he was breaking, so that's how hard you are. He ain't not his ball. He brick. He do. Hey, why don't you go play park? We want you playing park here. I don't want to play park. I don't like playing park. Hey, go play one. Oh, well, listen, okay? I don't like playing random. Like I said, play one park game. Play one park. 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 I don't like playing park like that. Park. 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 Play park. Park. Possum. He jumped way over there. Oh, she jumps every time. Help. Why go shave my face? How you start to do this? Y'all clean up control. Y'all do first. No, I would do it first. Yeah, y'all do do it first.
Well, I just cleaned that sink from